you!
All right, 5 hated cards in Magic this week. We're going to start out with Contamination. It's a 3-cost black enchantment. During your upkeep, sacrifice a creature or sacrifice Contamination. So yes, there is a way for your opponents to get out of it. But here's the doozy. Whenever a land is tapped for mana, it produces a swamp instead of its normal type of mana. So that means that whenever they tap that command tower, it's black. Whenever they tap that mountain, it's black. Super annoying. They're going to have to either wait for you to run out of creatures or have enough mana rocks out there that they can still cast some spells. Next, we're going to talk about Blood Moon. It is a 3-cost non-basic lands or mountains. So it turns everything that's not a basic land into a red land. So Command Tower is now, again, not tapping for whatever you want. It's going to tap for red. Super annoying. Kind of shuts down your opponent, but it doesn't touch basic land, so there are some ways around it. Next up is going to be Possibility Storm. It is a 5-cost mono red enchantment. Whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it, then exiles cards from the top of his or her library until he or she exiles a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost, then he or she puts all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of his or her library in a random order. I don't know if this is just hated or really, really, really annoying. It's a lot of words. Don't blame me if you missed them. It basically means that if you cast a creature, you're not actually casting that creature. That creature goes in exile. And then you're going to flip over cards from the top of your deck until you get a creature. And that's the one that you're actually casting. So if you try to remove this, you're going to cast a sorcery or instant, and you're going to flip over cards until you get to a sorcery or instant, and you're not going to know which one it is. It could be a counterspell for all you know. It just makes the game, you don't actually have as much control as you normally would. Next up is going to be a 6-cost mono red, Wake of Destruction. Destroy target land and all lands with the same name as that land. Land destruction is just super annoying. It kind of slows the game down. It kind of locks your opponent out. Especially this one, it doesn't destroy all lands. It destroys all lands with the same name. So if your opponent is, say, running a mono black deck, most of their lands are probably going to be swamps. You can destroy all of their swamps, and it's not going to touch your lands at all. Last one for this week is going to be called Price of Glory. It's a 3-cost mono red enchantment. Whenever a player taps a land for mana during their turn, destroy that land. So whenever somebody taps a land, that land's gone. So it's going to slowly take out all of the lands. It's going to take out your land too. Hopefully, if you're going to run this, you're going to have some artifact. Also, you're probably going to be the most hated person at the table. That's this week's 5 hated cards in Magic. Make sure you hit that subscribe, smash that like, and we'll catch y'all next time.